Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Berg here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago Bulls. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jordan is out there with Macy. Then there's Gervin. And it's Green. And it's Oakley in at the center position. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Macy. 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. Over Harper. That's tipped. Outside Pippen. Harper the pass to Jordan. Over Jordan. A nice shot by Jordan.
It's graceful. There's a level of dignity that Jordan has on the floor. Just so classy about everything he does.
And here is Macy. No good on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Floats one, and Jordan with the layup.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Macy for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Macy.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And then Jordan slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's stolen by Rodman. And here comes the break. All going up court. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Pippen following the miss by Michael Jordan. Pippen against Oakley. Pippen, no luck.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Pippen. The shot's good from Jordan.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Outside Pippen. Right side Harper. Back to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Rodman.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Gervin. Passes to Jordan. Here's Macy. Luke Longley grabs the miss.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pippen, the pass to Longley. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Macy against Harper. Left side, Jordan. Count that bucket.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Here's Harper. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rodman dishes to Harper. Driving the lane. Green with the block. Jordan kicks to Oakley. Dishes to Green. Stolen away. Gervin against Pippen. And there's the pass to Harper. Jordan with it. Here's Longley. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Gervin with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Gervin passes to Macy. Outside, Green. With his first shot attempt, and the shot falls short this time. Here's Pippen. Outside, Rodman. Back to Pippen. Outside, Harper. And Jordan has it in the corner. Shoots over Macy. Jordan can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Macy. It's Gervin on the wing. It's hauled in by Longley. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside Harper. Pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. They need this one. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's Gervin on the wing. Wide open look. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pippen kicks to Harper. Outside, Rodman. Pass to Jordan. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Gervin with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Gervin passes to Macy. To the paint. Outside for Jordan. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hope is as strong as an ox. Has that intimidating nature about him on both ends. Someone you just do not want to mess with.
He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. The Bulls also changing it up. Corzine comes in for Green. And it's Paxson in for Kyle Mason. Now, here's Kerr. Pass to Kukoc. Outside Jordan. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Paxson against Kerr. Outside, Kukoc. Off target from outside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Kerr. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rodman passes to Jordan. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Up top, Paxson, defended by Kerr. Paxson passes to Gervin. 6 to shoot. Corzine against Rodman. Fades. The shot by Corzine, no good. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside, Kukoc. To the inside. Pennington, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc, the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
And here's Paxson. It's deflected. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. Kukoc against Gervin. Outside, Kukoc. Back to Jordan. And Jordan slams it home.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Simpkins is checked in for Rodman. And the Bulls making a change also. Higgins is checked in. Bulls trail by 9. So with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Connects from three-point range.
For 3.
Gervin's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Kerr the pass to Jordan.
Two minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Jordan.
2 minutes.
He's got 8 inside. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jordan against Jordan. Back to Kerr. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Another thing that's clear is that they're dialed in from mid-range, burying their jump shots here early on.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Bulls trail by 7. Now Paxson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Basket counts. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Outside Jordan. Down low. Hits. Count that one from Simpkins.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gervin outside. Chicago grabs the miss. The pass to Kukoc. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now the Bulls with it. 7-point differential. Jordan the pass to Corzine. Rebounded by Wennington. Wennington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kerr against Paxson. Pass to Simpkins. It's Jordan on the wing. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Jordan's got 17.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score. And this is looking like one of those nights. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here's Jordan. They've got Kerr. Tony Kukoc is out there with Bush. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Simpkins in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's Corzine. They get it back. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Pass to Simpkins. Higgins grabs the board.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Gervin. Passes it to Corzine. And that one is off.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Jordan. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Paxson against Kerr. Paxson passes to Gervin. Now Paxson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Just 4 to shoot. Jordan, high post. He's against Jordan. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And they double up Jordan. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
The Bulls making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Bulls trail by 9. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Paxson passes to Corzine over Kerr. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Outside for Pippen. And the pass to Kukoc. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Bulls. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And what you see with Jordan, running full speed, but always in complete control.
Kerr, the pass to Kukoc. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Higgins. Pass to Corzine. Green in the post. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Pippen against Jordan. Pass to Bushler. He kicks to Kerr. Clock at 6. Pippen for 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Kerr
against Paxson. Passes it to Corzine. 9 feet out, and here's Paxson. The pass to Green. Jordan with it. Here's Higgins. Tries a three. Kukoc grabs the miss. Kerr against Paxson. Kerr the pass to Simpkins. Over Green. Simpkins no good. Bulls trail by 5. Tipped away. Pass to Paxson. Now here's Green. The rebound by Simpkins. And Chicago has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pippen misses. Here's Higgins. He dishes it to Green. Jordan the pass to Higgins. And here's Corzine. Pass to Higgins. Over Kukoc. And the Bulls with another miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the shot's good from Bushler.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now the pass to Paxson. Here's Higgins. Over Kukoc. Higgins' shot is off. To the middle. Here's Pippen. That shot off the mark. Good D by Jordan. Here's Higgins. Takes it inside. Bushler with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here's Kerr. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Goes up on the block. In deep. Pippen drops it in. Pippen's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Chicago calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Some changes for Chicago. Luke Longley's checked in for Simpkins. Rodman comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in for Bushler. Then for the Bulls, Oakley's checked in for Corzine. And it's Macy in for Higgins. Pippen against Macy. Going inside over Rodman. And the Bulls with another miss.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And it's Pippen slamming it down.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Green. And Green slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Macy with it. Passes it to Oakley. Now Harper. To the left wing. Now here's Kerr. No points in the game yet for him. He gets that one. And the Bulls lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Green breaking loose. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Kerr. Over Paxson. Gets it to go. That one good from Kerr.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bulls trail by 13. Outside Jordan. Pass to Paxson. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Harper. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Harper, hard to get around. A physical defender, he'll use that athleticism and reach to pester scores.
To the paint. Here's Jordan, and he lays it straight in. That's 12 points for Jordan.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Up top, Pippen. Guarded by Green. Long lead passes to Rodman. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Oakley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Harper the pass to Pippen. Boy, for a guy 6'8" to move like that, Pippen's so impressive.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Green, no luck.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Harper. Drives to the hoop. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Pass to Macy. Now Green. He's guarded by Harper. Lets it go from 11.
2 minutes remaining.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Here's Macy, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Wellington, he's checked in for Chicago. Jordan comes in for Steve Kerr. And Chicago also making a switch. Gervin's checked in for Michael Jordan. Chicago leading by 13. Jordan dishes to Rodman. And yes, it's good. Rodman's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Gervin outside, shoots the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Wennington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jordan. Rodman trying to break free. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
Macy passes to Gervin. Macy with it. Back to Gervin. The pass to Paxson. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Macy, that's good. He has 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Paxson against Jordan. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Gervin against Pippen. Gervin passes to Paxson. Here's Mason. He has 6. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Oakley's got 4 this quarter.
Nice tidbit there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Pippen, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gervin outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Gervin's got 7.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your take.
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Shaq, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. You can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Irvin out there with Green. Then there's Charles Oakley. Then there's Macy, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. And Macy's to Irvin. Passes it to Oakley. Outside Jordan. From deep. Rebound by Pippen.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Green breaking loose, and it's Gervin missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Teardrop shot. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. So, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And they double up Jordan. The kick out to Harper. Back to Pippen. Rodman down low, defended by Macy. That one good for 2. 8 points for him.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
So it's Chicago now. Here's Jordan. Green breaking loose.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Jordan inside. He's against Jordan. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Bulls trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Harper the pass to Pippen. Outside, Rodman. Pass to Harper. Clock at 6. And he dunks it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Charles Oakley taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Oakley. Dave Corzine, he's checked in for Green. Both free throws good from Oakley. Here's Pippen. He's got 8. Outside Harper. Pass to Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside for Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Pippen's got 11 points.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
To the inside, Pippen, and it's Pippen with the jam.
Harper brings a lot of physicality to the table. Also solid at cutting the D apart with his passing.
Jordan against Jordan. The shot by Jordan, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And then Rodman with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And here is Macy. He's got 6. Kicks it to Jordan. With the drive. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Back to Pippen. Fade away. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jordan against Jordan. There's the pass to Corzine. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Let's see who's the loudest.
So for the Bulls, Simpkins, he's checked in for Long. Kukoc comes in for Pippen, and Kerr's subbed in for Ron Harper. And the Bulls making a change also. Higgins is checked in. Gervin passes to Oakley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Oakley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Kukoc. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Macy with it. 6 points for him. Passes it to Oakley. Pass to Corzine. Here's Higgins, guarded by Jordan. 6 to shoot. Macy passes to Higgins. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Chicago ball.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Macy against Kerr. Here's Gervin. The rebound by Simpkins. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
14. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Michael Jordan at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls. And so Jordan nails both of them. Now Paxson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Gervin. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Kukoc for 3. They grab their own miss. Rodman tacks on a rebound +2 with the putback jam.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. No good. Good work defensively by Gervin. Pass to Paxson. Back to Gervin. Can they get it? And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Bushler's checked in for Jordan.
Checking into the lineup for your Bulls, Judd Bushler.
Here's Mason. He's got 6. And there's the bucket from Corzine. Corzine's got 6 points.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
On the wing, Kukoc. He's got 5. He kicks it to Kerr. 5 on the clock. Fires it up. A new 14 for the Bulls. Second chance shot. Bushler's shot is off. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gervin passes to Higgins. Inside. The shot's good from Paxson.
Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
To the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And it's Gervin missing.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Bulls moving the ball around.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Kerr against Paxson. And here is Macy. He has 6. Here's Higgins. And too long on the shot. Now the pass to Rodman.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
The Bulls have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. He hits the second from the line. Paxson with the ball. It's Gervin on the wing. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the inside.
Oh!
You got to be kidding.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Passes to Wennington. Up top, Kerr. Pass to Bushler. Back to Kerr. 4 on the clock. Here's Kukoc. Chicago grabs the miss. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Down low. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Outside, Rodman. Here's Wennington, guarded by Green. Up top, Kerr. Pass to Kukoc. The 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Macy against Kukoc. Here's Green. Kukoc with the steal. Feeds it to Kerr. No good there. Good work defensively by Gervin. 20 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Now Paxson. Just 5 to shoot. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Bushler. Harper is out there with Brown. And there's Wennington, and it's Sally in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Smith. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls. Brown against Smith. And there's the pass to Harper. Pass to Sally. Puts it up from 7. Count the basket.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Now here is Smith. From 13. That one wide left. Chicago with the ball. Here's Brown. There's the drive. Good work there as it goes. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Higgins passes to Smith, shoots over Brown, and the shot no good, a bit short. Smith's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And here is Harper, and a missed layup. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Smith inside, he's guarded by Harper, and it's Smith missing. And he drives in. Harper's shot's good.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Smith scanning the floor. That's tipped. One-on-one fast break. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Harper. Good D by Johnson. Chicago with the ball. Smith up top. He's covered by Brown. And again, no good by Chicago.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trying to get something going. He doesn't hit that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. To the paint. Brown kicks to Harper. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Johnson. Brown against Smith. Pass to Higgins. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Smith with it. Pass to Higgins. Outside Williams. Off target at the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Sally. Harper the pass to Brown. Here's Wennington. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Higgins. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Bulls.
The pass to Sally. Here's Wennington. He's guarded by Johnson. From 12 feet out. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Now Williams. To the middle. Here's Higgins. Sally with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Brown outside. Down low. Sally's shot is off. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson kicks to Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Brown. And then Sally with the dunk.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Passes it to Johnson. He's guarded by Harper. It's tipped, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago making a switch here. Simpkins checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Miller's checked in for Smith. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Outside Harper. Over in the corner, Brown. No good on the shot, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Inside, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Brown. From deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Higgins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Williams. Miller against Brown. Launches it. Cranes the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
The pass to Sally. Back to Harper. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for Chicago, Ron Harper. 2 shots.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Over Brown. Tries again. And Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Harper the pass to Simpkins.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Richard Johnson. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Dickie Simpkins. At the line for 2,
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Right side, Williams. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
David Miller.
Passes it to Sally. Back to Harper. 5 on the clock. Kicks to Brown. Trying his luck from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Shooting for Chicago, Rod Higgins. Shooting 1.
One shot.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Sally. Pass to Bushley. Back to Brown. Right side, Harper. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harper's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now here's Johnson. Shoots. They get it again. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Johnson.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Brown feeling it out a bit. Throws it up high.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. And here are the Bulls now. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Miller against Harper. That one, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Here's Williams. It's stolen by Brown. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. With the teardrop, Harper, no good. He's guarded by Harper. To the inside, Higgins.
Bulls foul, John Sally. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Rod Higgins. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miller against Brown. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.